Yo, what's good, boys? Second video to today. We've just been watching ICT, shout out ICT, and he's been going over, well, it's how to read price with or without bias. But a key thing that I picked up on was talking about the true change in state of delivery. Now, this applies to my trading today, as for the daily change in state of delivery, I would have looked for this opening price to be closed above. However, what we're about to watch, and shout out ICT for the free content, explains otherwise.
Buy side or a combination of both. Looking at the opening price, if it's a down close candle or an up close candle, that is the very trigger, that's the mechanism, that's the price, that is the salient point, that's the bullet point, that's the factor that you're looking at, that's the very thing, that's the key crucial point of information, that opening price. That is going to tell me everything I need to know in terms of where the market's going to reach for, how it's going to deliver, the speed, the magnitude, is it going to continue, and where that order block is in market structure is going to tell me if it's going to be a target, if it's going to be an initial entry, if it's going to be a factor for where my stop loss should be placed above or below, respectively. All those things I'm going to be teaching you this week, but I can't compress it all into the first lesson. And it's not important that you're watching this live. So if you're able to watch it afterward, because there's going to be that is the change in 3 decades of it.
This coming up is the main point.
But that opening price, that is the change in the state of delivery, meaning that now, because what we were doing was we were going lower, seeking a discount. When we went above it, when the narrative suggested that we could potentially turn and go higher, the technical aspects to it is that down close candle and its opening price. Now, watch. I'm going to put this opening price right there, and we'll make it. It's like a...
So, this, well, price is fractal. So essentially, why this is useful is, let's pretend this is the 5-minute chart. I've seen this as the change state of delivery price. Well, this candle would have closed. However, on the higher time frame, this would have been probably a weekly or, well, a 3-day change in state of delivery wick attempt. So the real change in state of delivery is the first, or the last down close or up close candle. So I went back onto my trade today. So obviously, let's look at what I had marked. Damn, this is because it's regular trading hours. Let's actually just put the lines in. Okay, so when we was inside of this 4-hour gap, and we reached consequent encroachment, we get our setup. However, we waited until we had this change in state of delivery, longed, but that was a wick on the 15-minute to continue bearish. So the setup was already presented as soon as we hit 50%. We hit 50%, and this was then presented. This up close candle presented our setup to buy side liquidity. Now we could have also found, there you go, a lower time frame fair value gap here, or this order block right here lines up with buy side liquidity, or the precise 1-minute gap here. So if we now look on the 5-minute chart, we can now see we come down into our key level, our consequent encroachment of our key level. This one taps it, but we don't close above. So we then continue back down. We then close above right here at 10:35, because we trade this next candle. This was our trade. 10:35 minute confirmed this. Let's look on now. So we displaced up at 10:34, changing the state of delivery at 10:35. What did we do? Tapped into the order block right here, opening price right there. Stop could be here or at that wick. Take profit, buy side liquidity, bottom of the fair value gap, consequent encroachment of that fair value gap, and bang. So yeah, that's what we could have done today. That is a very important lesson. I'm glad we looked at that, because our setup was presented. We could have snagged 6.4R or 2.67R. If we put it at consequent encroachment here, 5R. Could have snagged a trade today. We'd done the weighting. It presented itself. We got the open low entry TP. But we waited too long. We let the setup play out too long, because I waited for a 15-minute wick changing state of delivery attempt instead of a true change in state of delivery, open low, ride to TP, a little scalp right there. So yeah, hopefully you learned something. I did. I'm gonna, it's 2 minutes at 8. I still got about 22 minutes to study until I go and get dinner. But yeah, hopefully this helps. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.